Hi, this is Brian McHenry at McHenry Software. We're going to show you a quick overview of how we created the video reconstruction of the Pennsylvania State Police conference test that you're seeing right now. You're seeing the comparison of our reconstruction with the actual test run. And what we're going to do is show you basically the quick steps we're able to do that. We didn't have all the tests and the measurements and everything else, but we just thought we'd demonstrate how quick and easy it is to do. First thing we do, of course, is obviously that now we starting from the actual graphics, you can create new projects up here in the upper left-hand corner. So you have new projects, you have backup project, you have restore project, and you have open project. So we're going to hit here, which is new project, and we say new, say OK. PA State Police Test 1, at least the first one we had. Now we know the first vehicle, I believe, is an Expedition. Not sure of the year, but we'll just go down and get one, maybe about a 2007. Let's go with SUV Eddie Bauer. And the next one is a smart car. And actually, you don't put smart in there. You just go over here and find there's smart cars. Probably a 2008, something like that, two-door. There we are. Again, once we find the full items, we'll use them. Now we go out and actually grab the models. And if you don't have a model, go out to a 3D CAD browser, find the model, send us a link to it, and we'll create it for you. But we have a lot of models in here. There's our Expedition. And here we go down to look for a smart car. And don't have a picture of it. Should, but we'll add that soon. And there we have the two cars set up. Go to overhead. Now the first thing is we have to find out, when you look at that, we know that it occurred at the Wyndham in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So we go here and we go to our Google search, maps, and we go Wyndham, Gettysburg, PA. We hit search. There it shows the map of the location. Interesting anomaly is that we actually initially did this search from the Google Maps, and this overhead is slightly different. Here's the overhead that we got from the Google Maps, and if you look, the area that we're going to be using is right in here. And if we look on this area here, we see that there's a different number of cars. See all the cars here versus there's very few cars here. But we'll go ahead and use the one that comes up in ours, and it's just kind of interesting that they're different. But we know that it's in this area here. So now with this, we want to zoom into the area that's of interest. And again, this probably works a little better with the Google Maps, but we obviously have this for convenience. But there is the area. This is where the actual crash test took place. From our reviewing of it and looking at the things, obviously we'll get that. We want to make sure that we hide road names, and then we say OK. And it's a 640 by 640, which isn't very high resolution. That's why you might want to go out there and get a higher resolution. Now here we have it. We want to go ahead and click on image, then set size from pixels, and we know they're about 8 feet apart from these, so 8, 16, 24, 32 feet. That's not too bad. And then we know that the cars went like that. Take this, we click on initial position, bring him down to about here. Bring him to about there. Set some speeds. Let's set them each at about 40. Set him at about 40. Now we can go back out to our, see right here is where you go out to the embedded grid. Now I want to make sure when we look at that, it looks like the front wheel's locked after. We have a type 2 here, type 2, which means pre-impact, post-impact. So on each vehicle, just for starts, let's put a -1. stiffness, you would probably go out and try and find that, but at the Expedition's probably 150. Then we want to make sure 0.1, 15, so that should be about 15 here. Got the CG height, the overall height of each. I'd say that smart card is probably down at about 19 inches. And then we go ahead and go back to graphics. It says, yes, I want to save it. Let's go ahead and run it. Now some of the things we see here is obviously there's an offset. You notice that car is rotating the wrong way. So what we would do is say, okay, see it's over here to the right. So we'll just go ahead and grab it and move it down a little bit. And then the iteration process continues with this. Some of the things we looked at is our steer after. What is the, there you go, you were starting to get the type of responses. Now, of course, another thing is, again, when we look at the actual, click on it, everything is over, probably about to this, because it didn't go into the parking space. So we go about there. Let's try it again. See, we're getting about it. Now if we go down to ground level, and we save that as our view, you see everything's happening a little different, and we went and, obviously had a little more offset, changed the speeds a little bit, but this gives you the general idea of how you get a beginning. I believe this also had a interaction. We thought that because of the underride override that there was probably a snag, and so we had a small snag, which is where the two vehicles locked together for a brief period. But we got a very good match of pitch and match of the spin out, as you see here, in comparing it with the actual. That's quickly how you get started and set up a MSMAC 3D project. Thank you for watching.